I do not know what is going on. I'm very annoyed that my laptop just shut off. And when I checked it just now, it had battery. So I had no reason to shut off. And I was telling myself before, only do one reading because your laptop's going to shut off. And I was like, why? It's got battery. This is my second reading for the day and it shut off. So I am so sorry if you were first stumbling on this video. Please go back to part 1. This is part 2. I was in my groove. I believe I ended off with the choices card. And I was talking about with the choices card, you have your good situations, you have your dark situation. I just sorry, I only saying dark, like basically like shadow situation. I just saw 4 on the clock. 4s are about protection in the universe, and your spiritual guides are basically protecting you. Okay, so pay attention to your thoughts when you are in an environment where you will see this. And funny enough is the fact that I even have myself to think about when it comes to that, because I told myself, hey, your laptop's going to shut off when you're doing it, and it shut off. So even sometimes I myself have to pay attention to the thoughts I think. Now, you have choices in this situation, okay? You have choices in regards to, are you going to let this codependency situation hold you back so you won't have love, because it's your way of feeling protected. I didn't ask a question yet. Feeling protected, basically. Because what happens is sometimes, you'll be like, you know what? That person didn't even like me, whatever, or, they're not even capable of loving me. I didn't have to waste my time falling for them or spending money on them and this. I'm better off without them. And at the end of the day, that will be your ego that is protecting your heart from getting hurt again. Okay, so be very careful about that. Now, with a choices card, what choices are they referring to? So there's the moon. What choices? Please clarify the choices card. What are they making choices in? And the difference. Is the 2 kitty cats. Kitty cat purr. I like cats. I'm surrounded by a lot of cats. I want to actually read the traditional meaning of these cards from the book. Like, I haven't made this reading hella long already with the YouTube videos. But if you're here, you want to be here. Anyways, so we'll start off with the moon card. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead you through the darkness, okay? When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something altogether. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look at what is going on behind the scenes. Okay? So this card is about trusting yourself, trusting your gut, listening to your intuition. It's going to lead you past this dark time that you're holding on to. Like, you're getting vision. You have a lot of things that's going to get you past this dark time that you're going through. So you don't have to worry at all. Whether it's your gut, intuition, spirit, universe, everything. Now, the next card that came out is the difference card. And I like about this card is it talks about seeing people differently and seeing situations differently. So it says choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree, that you will not choosing symbol differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone and they may not always agree with you. As your goddesses, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have the right to their own uniqueness. Try to see and hear other person's side if you can. So sometimes what happens is in the past you would have went through a situation. Jesus Christ. In the past you would have went through a situation and the new person that comes into your life or the next new love interest that can come into your life keeps I just have 4 o'clock again. You're clearly protected. Whoever this is for, clearly protected. But whoever comes into your life, when you've been hurt, you always tendency to put a wall up, right? You always tend to have a wall up. And your wall could keep being put up because, oh, my ex did that. Oh, that girl I used to talk to did that. Oh, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. And sometimes it's just like, no, they could come off as the energy, but if you're not actually looking at it with a clear perspective and clear vision, clear eyes, you can misinterpret it to be something else. And it could be, I'm not saying the person is necessarily lying to you or anything like that. It's just like sometimes in situations, you could be like, yo, we said we were gonna hang, and then this person didn't even link me back until, what's o'clock. Like, I ain't gonna message you. Listen, Steve Harvey said, have standards and this, that. And you're like, I messaged him, and unfortunately, or God forbid, something happened, and they just couldn't get back to you in that moment because something traumatic happened. And you could have just been like, well, he's doing this and he's doing that and blah, 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 blah. Or she's doing this, she's doing that, da, 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 da. And sometimes it's not actually what it is. But what happens is your ego is just like, hey, we ain't got no time to go through that heartbreak. You remember what happened last time? We ain't got no time for that, boo, boo. We ain't going through that. So we gonna say deuces and you can go on. And that keeps you in the energy of this chaos and you feeling as if things are complicated. It keeps you in that energy. You don't want to stay in that energy because you do want this love that you're dreaming of, but you're holding on to your heart. You're putting up this wall, okay? You literally are putting up the wall so that people can't hurt you anymore. And I don't blame you. I get it. I get it. But in order for you to have the love that you want, you do have to let this wall down, okay? You do have to work on whatever it is that's making you addicted and having these codependency issues, situation, wherever it is that resonates with you in regards to what's triggering you, you need to release it, okay? You need to be able to pay attention to when it comes up. I always call it alerts. When I notice that, like, I will do something that it isn't something that's good for me, isn't going to help me in my current journey, I will be like, oh, I had an alert. Thank you for the alert, Spirit. Thank you for the alert, intuition, higher good. Now I know when it comes up, and now I know how to counter it in a situation. And sometimes you actually need the help of friends to get you through situations. A lot of times I will go to help a friend in their situation, and I got the answers for mine. And it's just beautiful the way that the universe works, okay? You definitely can find the one, whoever this person is or the person's coming to your life can be the one, but you have the choice, okay? Basically, the choice is yours on which path you want to take, okay? You definitely can make the effort, okay, and show love. You do have to make certain steps to get the love that you want in your life. Spirit is definitely going to show you visions and show you the path, okay? Learn to trust your intuition more, okay? And understand that the more that you are in this high priestess spiritual energy, the more that you'll have clarity, the more that things will just be like, I know that's right. Okay, you just know. Like, I've had people in my life that says, oh, I was like, okay, well, how did you know that was the one? They're like, I just knew. And I never understood it until it happened to me. And now when people be like, well, how do you know? I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just know he's the one. Like, I just have, there's just so many things. And it's like, sometimes when you go to even explain, people are like, huh? That tells you what? And at the end of the day, everyone's different. Not everyone's going to understand you. Understand that that same person you could be overlooking and thinking that they're the player and they're this and they're that, can actually be the one that's perfect for you if you just learn to understand that you're this way, they're that way, and you can have a mutual loving in with one another. Okay, there's a lot of beauty in it. Okay, so learn to love the differences. Okay, and let your wall down, boo boo. Let it down, get loose, have fun. I forgot this was the second video and it's kind of long. Anyways, let me stop before I make it like a 3-hour video. Remember to love yourself, fill your cup with so much love that it just overflows with abundance, and your light shines so bright to other people that they can't help but come to your high vibration instead of staying into their low vibration. One person can make a difference in the universe, and it just takes one. Just takes one. That one word the person needs to hear, that one song that's sung to their soul, you know, given the heart. There's so many things and there's so much talents that people have, and believe that your talent is good enough to help someone else in any form. Just go for it, okay? But you got to remember to fill your cup up first, and then everything else that overflows after it, you can give on to others. I love you. Remember that you are always loved. I wish you love and light. I hope you enjoy the rest of your fabulous day with your fabulous self. I will see you next time. Bye.